What's up, my peoples? It is your boy AMG here, and today we are talking about Run with the Wind, Season 1, Episode 21, titled Goodbye, Beautiful World. Now, as we see the episode open, it's Yuki just waking up in the middle of the night, just like he was from last episode, and him just thinking about how he's just nervous and what if he falls down the hill because it ended up snowing overnight, and if his shoelaces break, because we all know that is actually a bad omen, but you could actually trip from that too because if your shoes are not tied correctly. But he's just nervous and scared about actually being able to do it, and he's just outside jogging, and we see Takashi out there with him, just helping him. At some point, he sees Kakeru's back, and he's like, huh, so this is the speed you run? Nobody can run this fast. And he said, except you. And I guess he's like in his group that he knows pretty much. And he's like, man, if I keep running like this, will I be able to reach him? Will I be able to get to his height? And, he's like all in his head just thinking about these things. And he shakes it off and comes back to reality, and comes to find out that he's running so fast that he literally was just in the zone without even paying attention to it, because he kept his pace. It wasn't like how the twins did, where they were just so out of it that they weren't really paying attention. But as he's running, he sees his mom, his little sister, and his stepdad. Now, we've seen the conversation before a couple episodes ago when he was talking to Kakeru, where he said his mom got remarried to some dude, and I thought he didn't know, because I thought he got remarried to him when he was in college, so he didn't know about it. But he actually did know about it, and it looks like he was still in high school when this all went down, or when she said something about it in the first place. And so he was really upset about it, and I guess that's the reason why they stopped talking in the first place, because maybe she did it how it looked like it. She did it without actually talking to him beforehand. She did it with him there, so it made him even more upset, and didn't tell him like face to face, just them two, which is kind of messed up, because I guess people feel like, oh well, that's the mom, so she shouldn't have to explain anything. But it's like, that's a whole new change for a kid. You just get married to somebody else and then not telling your kid, and then telling your kid when the dude's there and you're already pregnant. It's like, wow, all right. That's not a good way to go about things, but I guess that was just thrown on him. That's kind of sad. But he sees his family and they're at the race, and they're just like cheering him on. You can do it, go, you can do it. And he sees, I guess, the error of his ways, where he just stopped talking to his mom. Where I feel like maybe he shouldn't have stopped talking to his mom. He should have talked it out, because maybe she was lonely and she wanted happiness. She found somebody who made her happy. But I feel like they were both in the wrong, because he should have just cut her out, and she should have at least told him face to face when it was just them two, instead of having the guy there too. It was like dude, you're already pregnant and everything, so like I don't even know why you're telling me now. You're gonna do it anyway. Like, that's kind of like, okay. But yeah, so he forgives his mom right then and there, and just focuses, and tears well up in his eyes, and he starts running faster. He runs so fast, by the time he finishes his section, he is in second place and was only 2 seconds behind the first place person in their section, which is crazy. So it's like, wow, dude. Like, he did a really good job. Then he hands off it to Nico Senpai. Now Nico Senpai is running, enjoying himself, and he's like, whoa, am I speeding up? Am I going too fast? Because he starts going past one of the runners, and he's like, oh, it must be nice to have a skinny body. I've never had one. If I was that skinny, I would be able to, run faster. And then he notices he's running faster than that dude. And he's just jogging and having fun and enjoying himself. And Haji's like, just run to your heart's content, pretty much. and he's just running and running and running. We get a flashback to where Nico-san is in high school, and his coach said he should try throwing. I think you're better at it, and the only reason why is because he has a bigger body, so he's heavier. So that ultimately sometimes means you're slower than most people. So, he wanted him to, excel at something and maybe not make him feel bad because he's always losing. And that kind of broke Nico's heart because he was in love with running, and the coach didn't see that. So he's just, goes down in the dumps and doesn't care anymore and starts smoking. And he meets Haji, and Haji's like, were you in track? And he was like, yeah. He was like, a long time ago. He was like, what position were you? Like, what events did you run? He was like, I don't really remember, even though he did. And Haji's like, oh, I used to too. He was like, then why did you come to this school? And he's like, are you slow? He was like, no, I'm weak. He's like, weak? He was like, yes, I'm weak. And it's because he hurt his ankle. We all know that. Or his knee. We all know that. And so Nico is just happy because he got another chance to run. He's so excited because he's happy that Haji gave him another chance to do what he loves. And this is his last time running because he's a senior. So he's like, I'm going to give it my all. And so he runs, and they were going to be in 16th place if he finished in the position he was before. He was running so fast and enjoying it so much that he improved their standing. But they didn't say exactly where they were at the end of his part, so we don't know. And then he hands off the sash to King. Now, we see the part where King and Musa are standing there, and we see the butthole redhead dude. It's like, you don't even enjoy running. You're just running just to run. It was like, one of our teammates was running so fast, and was just putting his heart all out there that he put his life on the line. It was like, we're not just having fun. What are you talking about? It was like, until you start enjoying running, you probably shouldn't say anything to anybody. And I'm just like, ooh, Musa, okay. I said, Musa, shots fired. Somebody call the police. Oh my god. But King is in the race, and I can't pronounce the redhead dude's name all that well. It's Sataki, something like that. And he starts running ahead of him, running faster because King is behind. Now we switch back to Kakeru, and he's getting ready to sanction, limpering up, getting loose. And we see the God of Runners. That was, Haji's teammate, Kazumar, talking, and he's basically just talking about how he's going to win, and he has to win because he's from a championship school, and they're in championship, and they're winners in every category across the board, and it's expected of him to win. And he said it's a heavy burden, but you get used to it, but it's still so heavy. He said, with this race, I am going to beat the track record. And Kakeru, like a boss, said, okay, well, I will beat your record. You will only be ahead of me for 10 minutes. And then after that, I'll start winning. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Dang, Sean. I'm like, man, all right, Kakeru, you, okay. I was like, well, more power to you, bro. But yeah, man, I love this anime. I love sports anime in general. And this is one of my favorite ones lately. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I bring you videos of One Piece, My Hero, Run with the Wind, Shield Hero, and Mob Psycho. And leave a comment at the bottom if you have anything to say. Remember, my name is AMG, and anime, manga, and gaming is all that. And I'm mad.